One day, the restaurant is a bit slower than usual in the afternoon. I can take care of the customers on my own, so why don't you hang back and get some more studying in? Because that's what you're supposed to do when you're on your shift.
I can't do that. It'd be shirking my duties.
It's fine. You have a midterm coming up, right? Even if you're on the floor, there's not really much for you to do. Ethan opens his mouth to protest some more, but I cut him off. Don't worry. If more customers come in, I'll let you know, okay?
Fine.
Walks off to get his books, but not before I catch a hint of a smile. I make sure that he's settled in. I just tuck him in with pasta dough. It's a pasta dough blanket. We don't have real blankets, but we have pasta dough blankets.
He himself is becoming a tortelloni. Or I guess it would be tortellone. Singular.
Be tortellono or tortellone, probably, depending on...
I don't know languages.
I don't know. He'd be a pierogi.
Sure.
I make sure that he's settled in and comfortably studying before I get back to work. As the lunch period goes on, there are fewer and fewer customers. I figure I have time to check up on Ethan. When I get to the table, Ethan is poring over his books. Wonder what I can do to help. I haven't studied the subjects he's looking at, though. What subject is he looking at, then?
That's algebra, right? Demonic algebra?
Yeah.
He never said, did he? We told him that we were studying architecture, but...
Yeah, he was just yeah, I'm studying. Maybe he hasn't declared a major yet since it's been taking him so long.
Oh, right, we made up the algebra thing.
Right,
yes,
yeah. Don't you remember? Solvex, summon for demons.
No, I remember the demon part was us.
Wait, X to summon demons is starting to sound a little bit more like computer science.
Oh, maybe he's studying computer science then. I can only offer some support from the sidelines.
Is demonology a prerequisite class for a computer science major?
Yeah, you would know, Emily.
Yeah. Obviously.
Duh.
How do you think we get the computers to work?
By sacrificing.
Yeah, we just stuff them with demons. That's how they work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have to sacrifice creative writing majors to the computer gods?
Yeah, our group actually used to be bigger. But Emily would, she would just invite one person over to the computer lab, and then we'd never see them again. And when we would ask Emily, she'd just be like, "Oh, I don't know. They just don't want to hang out anymore." Totally didn't sacrifice them to demons.
Yeah, that's how I got all the technology working for our channel, didn't you know?
Demon powered, the greenest of energies.
It's a renewable resource.
Subscribe for Demon Power today. Okay, continuing.
I was just gonna be at this rate, we aren't going to finish this game. We're just going to go on tangents.
These views are not necessarily endorsed by the actual people who are playing the app. Who are saying them.
I go to the kitchen and ask Pierre to make an espresso for me.
Mm-hmm. For a customer?
No, I'll pay for it. It's for Ethan.
Why is he so surprised?
He's just
We don't have any of those. Oh, I see. He's studying pretty hard, isn't he?
Yeah, honestly, I'm amazed at how driven he is.
I'm glad that you can see his good side. A lot of people misjudge him. Anyway, I know how he likes his coffee, so I'll whip something up.
Thanks, Pierre. After the espresso's done, I take it over to Ethan's table and place the coffee in front of him. It takes him a moment to even notice it, focused as he is.
Daisy Magnolia Sunflower? What's this?
You look really busy and tired, so I had Pierre make you an espresso, though that shouldn't be difficult. You literally just turn on the espresso machine. You could have made it yourself.
I hate espresso.
I hate everything.
Sticking your nose, which I also hate, into my business, which I also hate again.
Sorry. Am I bothering him? I was just worried about him. In any case, Ethan picks up the mug and tentatively sips it.
This isn't half bad. It's all bad.
It's only mostly bad. In fact, it's extra bad.
In Ethan language, that's a real compliment.
Because he didn't say it's literally the worst thing ever.
Oh, hey, the question we literally had like 2 minutes ago. Oh, yes, I never did ask you what you were majoring in.
Oh, nothing fancy, really. Economics, business. So, like I said, demonology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's impressive. No wonder you were making fun of my math skills.
No, he should not have been making fun of your math skills. Bad.
Spritz him. Spritz.
It's neither here nor there. There isn't as much math involved in economics as people might think. I actually don't even know how to multiply 2 by 2.
I've never taken an economics class, so I can't verify if what he said is true.
I was making fun of your math skills in order to hide my own deficiencies.
That sounds about accurate.
Still, that's awesome. Is there a reason why you wanted to major in business?
Not really. I'd heard it had a good job market, that's all. And that way I might get money. I hate money, but I hate it less than everything else.
Then why do you study so hard?
You think he might react a little poorly to that, though? Questioning who he is.
Rather than, is there really no deeper reason?
I mean, I guess that's a little probing, too. I don't know. All of these options seem a little weird, to be honest. I just figure he'll be angry no matter what we say.
I want to know why he studies so hard.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're not that attached to it, then why do you work so hard?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you study and work very hard, so I thought that maybe you had more of a dream or something.
I hate dreams.
Oh, that was basically the other question.
Maybe it loops to the same, converges to the same dialogue either way. Maybe it's a fake choice. A dream, huh?
I once had a dream. It was when you never broke any plates. It was amazing. Why does he look so sad all of a sudden?
Because you broke my dream, too.
Oh.
He's lost all his dreams.
Oh.
Daisy Sunflower, why did you want to be an architect?
Who, me?
Is there anyone else here by the name Daisy Poinsettia?
Snapdragon?
Snapdragon, Catalpa, Magnolia, Poinsettia, Carnation, Sunflower?
No.
Then who else would I be talking to?
Okay. Well, I liked drawing a lot when I was younger, and I guess I always liked looking at buildings. Even now, when I look at a structure, I can't help but marvel at it. Think about all the people inside and what the architect must have thought. Some people take buildings for granted, but they were all specifically designed for a purpose. When you think of it that way, isn't it a little romantic? No, it's not. Well, maybe you think of it that way.
Buildings? Romantic? That makes me hate them more.
Sure, for every building, architects and engineers personally designed it so that it'd be pleasing to people. So if you're using a building, just think, you're there because, in a way, it was made just for you.
You really are childish, aren't you?
That's not childish, though.
I don't
that's
like
a legitimate. Yeah, I don't like. Why did we pick this guy?
We thought it would be funny. I think we picked him because we didn't like him.
I'm pretty sure that was the reason too. Huh? Childish? Is that bad? Ethan leans back in his seat and has a bit of a sad smile on his face.
No, I guess not. The world needs idiots like you to balance things out.
Jeez,
wow.
Man.
You can't even compliment someone without insulting them.
Ethan, that's so mean, but I guess I'm secretly into it. But Ethan only laughs at me. Recently, I've been getting to know him better. Huh? Okay.
I think that inflection was correct. Huh?
I wonder if he's finally relaxing around me. Be great if that were true.
Yeah, we're finding out what he's like under his layer of meanness, and it turns out there's another layer of meanness.
He's like an onion of mean.
Yeah, we're
you
getting
only
down...
cry harder as you dig deeper in.
We're getting down to his hidden depths, which are also horrible.
One morning, I go into work, and I'm surprised to see that Ethan hasn't showed up yet. I can't remember a time when I've shown up before him. To think of it, I have no idea where Ethan lives, which is good, probably.
I don't know.
Stalk.
I don't know where my coworkers live.
Yeah. Probably for the same reason why your mom doesn't know where you live.
Why don't you find out if she knows where he lives?
She probably does.
She probably does. She probably looked it up and Yellow Pages or whatever, and was like, I've been stalking the guy you said you liked.
Maybe she's the reason he didn't come into work. She kidnapped him.
Held him being held hostage by some crazy middle-aged woman.
Interrogate him until he agrees to marry you.
He told me that he lives alone, but how far away is his apartment? Or how far he has to commute to get here every day? Ethan rarely takes a day off, too. He just lives upstairs.
Yeah.
Before I have time to worry, though, Ethan comes strolling through the front door.
Sorry I'm late. I was kidnapped by your mom a little this morning.
That's not surprising.
It's pretty common, actually.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Liam shows up and is like, yeah, she did that to me too.
Still, I can't help but notice him swaying a little as he walks. Is he really okay? Luckily, today, the lunch period at Ristorante isn't that busy. I continually keep an eye on Ethan, and he seems mostly normal. There's something weird about the way he's moving and speaking. Can't put my finger on it. I wonder what's wrong. Fortunately, there aren't too many customers, so Ethan can relax a little bit, but I'm still worried about him. He's not the type to admit to having problems either.
Ethan.
I look up to see Ethan slumped on the ground. Oh man, he looks like he's sick. I look up to see Ethan slumped on the ground and Laura standing over him nervously. I run over as quickly as I can, dropping everything I'm doing. Opa! What happened?
I don't know. He just collapsed all of a sudden.
Tentatively. Oh, that's a hard word for me. Tentatively, I touch Ethan's forehead. I It's burning hot. As I expected, it seems he has a fever. He's running a fever. Laura, can you get Liam to come and help lift him?
Okay.
Liam and I, well, mostly Liam, help Ethan up and prop him up in one of the booths towards the back of the restaurant. This restaurant has booths? I thought it was just tables. Okay, what do we do, Liam?
Well, I'd offer to take him home, but I don't know where he lives. We'll have to take care of him here until he comes around.
Wait, so you guys don't have, like, emergency contact, like, sheets that you filled out? Like, all jobs require you to fill out with, like, address and phone numbers?
Do they?
To call? Most jobs do.
I can't remember doing that.
Oh. Well, the jobs I've had make you fill out, like, an emergency contact form. And, like, you have to put, like, 2 people down. I once had a job that was, like, put down a family member and a non-family member. Don't know why. Is he going to be okay?
No, isn't it great? Don't worry so much, Daisy Sunflower. It's just a little fever. I'm sure he was just overworking himself too much, as usual, but it'll pass.
You're a little too happy-go-lucky, Liam. Ellipses. I know that what Liam's saying is true, but I can't help but worry. Maybe it's because Ethan always tries so hard to be strong. Seeing him like this really hurts.
Also, if the fever's bad enough that someone collapses, I think that's not good.
Yeah, that's like...
It's entertainment.
Hospital time.
Ooh, I really wanted to go to a hospital. Yay, let's take him there. Look, Daisy Sunflower, why don't you stay here? I'll run out and get some medicine from the local pharmacy. We should at least try to bring down his fever.
I don't think you guys know what to do with the fever.
You throw drugs at it until it goes away?
They don't even, like, try and have him swallow. They literally just, like, throw it at him.
You put the pill on the forehead, right? That's the part that's hot.
Just the way that Ben's saying that and Liam's expression right now. Okay, right. So what about the restaurant?
Well, we're not that busy right now anyway. I think Laura can handle herself for now, and I'll help her when I get back. Just take care of Ethan, okay?
All right. Now, where is my uncle in all this? Is he just never present?
Nope. He has important mafia business to attend to.
Oh, that's true, I forgot.
Yeah.
Cheer up, Daisy. Spring flower. Happy flower. Sunflower.
Those aren't even flowers.
They are now.
You were just stringing together random words with flower.
Cheer up, Daisy. Ocean flower. Cloud flower. $1,000 bill flower. Ethan will be fine.
Thank you, Liam. I think. You're right. Liam leaves to get the medicine. I figure sitting around won't do anything, so I wet a cloth with cold water and try placing that on Ethan's forehead. He shivers a lot at first, but then it seems he feels a bit better. Liam returns, and we rouse Ethan enough to take the medicine, which we don't know whether he is allergic to or not. Though he falls asleep again right after.
He's actually dead now.
Why does he have to work himself so hard? Is it worth it when he has to get sick and worry everyone? Ethan, can't you rely on me more? No.
Not when you break everything.
A few hours.
The reason I'm on the floor is because you dropped me. I don't even know how you managed it. You were nowhere near.
A few hours passes by? Is that right?
No.
Okay. Before we know it, it's already lunch break. We close up the restaurant for a few hours, and everyone is worried about Ethan. We'll leave him in your capable hands, Daisy Sunflower. They all say this. Everyone thinks Ethan will be too embarrassed that there's a crowd taking care of him.
Like, people have come off the streets into the restaurant and just say this line.
So they are just like, here, Daisy, you do this. I suppose they're right about that. He'll probably tell us all off for being such meddlers as soon as he's awake.
How dare you care for my well-being?
Towards the end of the break, it's just Ethan and me in the back of the restaurant, and his eyes flutter open.
Are
you fully awake now? Ethan slowly sits up and rubs his eyes for a bit before putting his glasses back on. It's like whoosh.
How long was I out?
A few hours. You know, days. You know, weeks. You missed graduation.
You flunked all your classes.
Not long.
How embarrassing.
Don't move around so much. You still have a fever. Probably be best for you to go home for today, otherwise it might get worse. Thank you. Ethan sighs. I'm sure he's thinking about the cut to his paycheck that will result from him taking a day off. Don't they get sick days? How does this...
I mean,
how...
I don't. I don't get paid if I take a day off.
Okay, whatever. Yeah,
Daisy.
I mean, I don't get sick days either, but I don't remember whether Ethan works full-time or part-time.
Daisy Coneflower Sunflower.
Yes?
Have you been taking care of me this whole time?
Yes, but don't worry, the restaurant was pretty empty today, so Laura and Liam covered for me.
Ellipsis.
Oh, Liam's the one who bought the medicine for you, and he lifted you over here.
I wasn't asking about Liam.
Right.
Why are you always so nice to me? What's wrong with you?
It's a mystery to me, too.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm nice to everybody. Especially you.
No, I mean, you're always talking to me and helping me out, even though I say nothing but mean things to you. There's no use in being nice to me, and yet you...
How can you say there's no use? I spend time with you because I want to, for some reason.
But why do you want to? Why do you bother with me? Surely you'd have a better time with the cute guy or the guy who Anna found suspicious at the beginning of the game?
Well, you're always working so hard.
That's because I'm working hard at making your life miserable.
His words sound so bitter and annoyed that I get emotional. I can't stop the words from tumbling out of my mouth. Oh no, that was fast. Oh. It's because I love you, Ethan.
Why?
Oh no! I did that thing again.
She doesn't actually love him, she just can't stop herself from saying it.
I gasped and clapped my hands over my mouth, but it's too late. I said it. I don't think I even really understood my own feelings until just now.
And you still don't understand your own feelings.
No. But Ethan says nothing. The silence is chilling. Feeling unsure, I decide to press on. You're always working so hard. I admire you a lot, Ethan. I just want to support you so you don't have to strain yourself anymore. More silence. About to try and break it when Ethan finally speaks up, but his reply isn't at all what I expected.
Those sure are pretty words, aren't they? Couldn't you have tried to make them ugly?
There's a tension in the air. I've never heard such harshness to his tone, even when he was insulting me. I feel a chill down to my core. Ethan?
You women sure are good at saying things that you don't mean.
Oh
Did you know
God.
that in addition to being mean, I'm misogynistic?
Oh my God, I hate him even more now. How can you say that? I mean, everything I said,
Enough.
His voice is so rough and broken that I'm shamed into silence.
Oh, sorry. Enough. Hey, do you know why I have to work so hard at this job?
I shake my head.
It's true that I have to pay my school and living expenses. There's more to it than that. No way school would cost this much on its own.
I don't know if you've looked at the cost of schools lately.
I swallow. Somehow I already know that whatever he's about to say is not going to be pleasant. But I need to hear this. I need to know.
I'm in debt to your mafia father and uncle. 2 years ago, I had a girlfriend. She was just like you. Bright, hardworking, kind, kept breaking plates. Her dream was to become a doctor. She kept breaking her patients. She came from a poor family and didn't have enough money to pay for all the medical school fees and the malpractice fees. I had better credit than she did, so I decided to help her out. I incurred a lot of debt on her behalf so that she could graduate early and go on to medical school. I worked hard to support her in her dream, even though it put me behind in my own classes, but I thought it was worth it. I didn't mind. She said that she appreciated me, that she loved me. Ugh. She promised that once she was in medical school, it'd be her turn to support me. I didn't care so much about that. I just wanted her to be happy.
Ellipses. Hurts to hear Ethan talk about this woman he once loved, but I have to keep listening. This is the key to finally learning about who Ethan is.
He's the onion. He keeps getting worse each layer.
So you admit that you don't know who Ethan is, basically, but you said that you loved him.
Yep.
Well, she got her dream. She graduated from the university and went on to a prestigious medical school in a different state. And then suddenly she cut off contact with me. And since then, I've become bitter and generalized the experience to all other women. I thought something had happened to her. I was so worried that I traveled all the way to the medical school, and what did I find? She'd found a fellow student there who had a bright future and decided that being with me would only drag her down. She cut off contact because she felt she couldn't look me in the eye after all the work I did for her. She felt bad about dumping me, but wasn't guilty at all over just abandoning me without a word.
Ethan. Cuts me off before I can say anything else.
That's what all people are like. They talk about supporting you and being there for you, but in the end, all they want is their own happiness.
Ethan finally brings his eyes up to meet my own, and he looks so angry that I flinch.
I will never trust someone who so easily sprouts. Sprouts? That's the wrong word. Sorry, that was an accident.
You just got confused by all her flower names. Sprouts just seemed like a good word for that.
I will never trust someone who so easily spouts the crap you just did. Everyone has their price. The minute you find someone better, like, say, anyone else, I'll be kicked to the curb.
My God.
I've had enough of that, so I'm going to kick you to the curb instead.
Ethan. Oh, man, you've got so much wrong with you.
Defend.
Yeah, defend. I don't care if he gets angry. Oh, no, I thought it meant something else. This meant defend my feelings. Oh, no. Well, too late. I can't let him think this. My feelings are genuine. I love him and truly want to support him. Ethan, that's not how I am. I truly...
Ha! That's what they all say. I truly...
Ellipses.
Sorry. Thanks for helping me. I think you're right. The fever is getting to me. I have a meanness parasite. I should go home now.
Ethan.
Goodbye, Daisy, Venus flytrap sunflower.
Dun, dun, dun. Though I know he will be at work tomorrow, something about his tone sounds so final. I'm afraid. How will the two of us get along from now on?
I mean, I'd run away from him. That's how I'd get on with him.
The next few days at work are almost unbearable. I used to be bothered by Ethan being rude to me. Now he looks at me as if I'm worth no more than the dirt on his shoes.
How much dirt does he have on his shoes?
Really hurts. I feel even worse than if he'd just rejected me.
Well, yeah.
Worst part is that I think Ethan's even worse off than I am. Though he's still feverish, he shows up to work anyway and starts throwing himself into his work even more than before. I keep fearing that he'll collapse again, but I don't know what I can say to him. Ethan's already made it clear that he doesn't want to listen to what I have to say.
I mean, at this point, I don't think you need to worry about his... I mean, he's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
He's
Girl,
kind of...
run away. You don't want that.
He kind of burned the bridges, and so don't invest yourself in that.
Yeah, gosh. No. Why did we do this to Daisy Sunflower?
Daisy Sunflower, you look like you've just gotten into an emotionally abusive relationship. Are you sure you don't want to take the day off?
Liam, I'm fine, just a little worried.
About Ethan?
Yeah, I think he's working himself much too hard.
I think there's other problems than that also.
What is it?
I didn't want to tell you about this. Ethan made me promise not to, but I love breaking promises.
Wonder what this is about. What could it possibly be that Ethan wouldn't want me to know? I guess there's lots of things it could be.
I overheard him on the phone the other day. It seems he's deeply in debt. But I guess you knew that already. Isn't it fun when we know the same thing?
Just how does he know that she knows?
Yeah.
Did you know that I've been spying on you? Well, the creditors are dogging him at his apartment now. Somehow I now know where it... Oh, I guess I overheard him on the phone, so that's how I know. I think he's behind on a payment because of that sick day he took.
Oh no, that's not fair. He was sick.
I don't think loan sharks are usually fair. I wanted to help him out, but he wouldn't hear of it.
Sounds like Ethan, all right. Why won't he accept help?
Well, he said that when I tried to help him, that he would just leave me out on the curb. That I didn't really mean it, and he can't admit that he needs help. He wants to shoulder all of his burdens on his own.
Ellipses.
So if he said something mean to you, remember that it probably hurt him to say it, too.
No. I didn't say that Ethan said something to me.
No, but it's pretty obvious. We've all been really worried about you, too. Mostly about you.
Thanks, Liam. I'm so glad to have your support. Why didn't we go with you, Liam?
No problem, Daisy Sunflower. Just remember, you'll get through this. Life's too short to be down on yourself all the time by trying to get in a relationship with a jerk.
You're right. I just wish Ethan would see that he was a jerk, too. Ethan, what's going to happen to us? I don't think there is an us. Daisy. Is even our friendship going to be over? Yes. Yes.
I don't know that there was even a friendship.
Yeah. It's just like 2 lunches or whatever that they spent together. A few days later, things between Ethan and me still haven't improved. He yells at me over the slightest mistakes and ignores me the rest of the time.
He's setting you up for failure. It's a classic example of how to power trip bad relationship problematic issues, not good thing.
I just heard a stream of words. Stream
now
of
we
negative
just add
words.
flour to all of them. It's an emotional roller coaster. I have no idea what to expect anymore. Those warm times we shared seem like distant memories. There were no warm times, Daisy.
Do you mean the fact that his forehead was warm?
I hear that creditors are still coming after him, too. Don't know what I can do for Ethan anymore. He won't even let me near him.
You can't help him if he won't let you help him and keeps, sniping at you when you do. So just stay off.
Out of desperation, I call my uncle. I know that Ethan won't like this, but I don't think he can hate me any more than he already does. May as well try to help.
Who's the uncle?
Oh, Daisy Sunflower. How rare of you to call me.
And you have to call me since I'm never in my own restaurant.
Uncle, I have a big favor to ask you.
Oh, who do you want me to kill?
What is it? Well, Ethan is suffering a lot because of a big debt. I explained the entire thing to my uncle, who patiently listens to everything I have to say. I see. That sounds like real trouble, huh? You must really care about Ethan. I don't see much point to lying about it. Really do. I know that he doesn't trust me and will probably be angry that I helped him out like this, but I want him to be able to live freely. Wait, what? All of his debts? Or just like his most recent electricity bill or whatever? It's a lot. You're asking for a lot, Daisy. If you pay off his debts for... Sorry.
No, it just seems like, I don't know, like she is him in his story. It's like if she's paying for this stuff for him, I don't know, it's just doesn't seem
there's like this parallel.
Yeah. What if he just drops you like a hot skillet biscuit after this?
I mean, I guess he already has, but... I don't know.
If you pay off his debts for now, he can do so. You can take it out of my paycheck. I wouldn't do that. Ethan's been a valuable member of the staff for years now. Of course I want to help him. Consider it taken care of.
And by that, he means he's going to kill the loan sharks.
Thank you, Uncle. You're the best mafia boss ever. But since you've come here, this is the first time you've asked me for my help with anything. I'm glad to see you working so hard, but we're family, You don't have to hold back. Who else do you want to die? I just didn't want to burden you. If I can't be there for my niece, who else could? Next time you have trouble, please don't hesitate to ask me for help. Thanks, Uncle. At the end of the day, I'm about to leave for home when I'm stopped by Ethan. He looks so angry.
So normal. What is the meaning of this?
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. You got your uncle to pay off my debts and kill all my creditors. Who asked you to?
I just wanted to help.
Is this more of your support?
I thought Ethan would be angry, but to me it just seems like he's in pain.
Oh.
What is he trying to say?
When I'm already so much in your debt, don't increase it anymore.
What are you talking about?
I never asked you to help me. What do you think?
Enough of this.
Without warning, Pierre comes over and slaps Ethan in the face.
Yes!
My jaw drops. My jaw also dropped open in surprise.
Do you hate Pierre less now? Or distrust him less?
I mean, he did slap Ethan, so that gives him some more points.
Less suspicious than him?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Are you fully awake now? You've got to move on, Ethan. You have to accept that there are people who genuinely want to help you.
That's none of your business, Pierre.
It is when you're making my friend Daisy Jack in the Pulpit Sunflower suffer like this. You're making another one of my friends suffer too.
Yeah? Who's that?
Ethan laughs bitterly.
My friend Ethan.
Whoa, that was deep, Pierre.
Yeah?
You might know him. He's this guy who's very serious and hardworking, but doesn't communicate well. He seems to always say the opposite of what he really means. But you know what? This Ethan is really a good guy. He cares about others and always tries his best. Deep down, he just wants to be accepted. What Ethan doesn't realize is that if he keeps living in the past, he'll miss the future. He's got this great girl who really cares about him, you see, and a bunch of friends, too. He just doesn't know it yet.
Pierre.
So, could you do me a favor and tell him that for me? Tell him to wake up and stop letting life pass him by.
Pierre walks off without another word, waving at us both as he leaves.
The rest is up to you, Daisy Sunflower.
What?
He's just like, what? Ethan, I know you might not be able to believe me, but I love you for some reason. I really care about you, and even if you hate me, I want to support you, except I don't. I knew you wouldn't like it, but I saw how you were suffering under the debt, and I just couldn't take it. So I asked my uncle to kill some guy. Don't blame him.
Daisy, Poison Ivy, Sunflower.
I'm not like the woman from your past. I will never abandon you.
That's not healthy.
No. Ethan is silent for a very long time. Finally, he takes a deep breath before answering me in a shaky voice.
I don't hate you.
I super hate you.
I loathe you.
You don't. But then why?
In fact, I care about you a lot. I really care about you suffering and being miserable. More than I ever thought I'd be able to care about anyone else's misery again. My ex, she really hurt me. I felt used and abandoned. Worse, I thought everyone else would try to do the same, so I decided to do it to them before they did it to me.
But we're different. Not just me. Pierre and Liam, we all care about you from the bottom of our hearts. Ethan chuckles, though he still sounds a little sad.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand that. But you see, I treated you so badly because I'm a jerk.
Yes, I was just gonna say, because you're a jerk.
Ellipses. Oh, no. No.
No.
No.
Because I loathe you too. I'm just gonna translate the word for our convenience.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that. Didn't want you to know.
He looks so apologetic that I decide to try and defuse the situation. You loathe me? Really?
Yes, I really, really loathe you.
Excellent. I've found a nemesis.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Huh?
If you really loathe me, how about showing me? Words are cheap, or so someone told me once.
I don't think I used those exact words.
Take a chance on me, Ethan. This time, I'll be the one to support you. And I just do, like, the gun fingers at him. Oh, no. I take a step towards him. After a few hesitant moments, he closes the distance between us and leans in for a kiss, and you just push him away, right?
Yeah. I don't want to read this.
We don't have to.
I giggle. It was all I thought it'd be, and more.
The shoving?
Okay. I think you did pretty well.
Well...
Just then, the telephone rings, startling both Ethan and me. Ethan clears his throat and goes to pick up the phone. I follow right behind him curiously.
Hello, this is Ristorante.
Oh, Ethan!
Sir?
I can hear my uncle's booming voice on the other line. So I take it you found out about the money by now?
Yes. Sir, how can I ever loathe you for what you've done? I'm so ashamed that you had to step in for me.
It's unlike you to be so reserved. Don't worry. As I told my niece, you're a real asset to my business. You're a damn good waiter, Ethan. Ho ho!
Thank you, sir, but still...
If I know you, you want to pay off that debt, don't you?
Yes.
Well, too bad. I won't let you.
But, sir, I could offer to kill people for you.
Just pay me back by continuing to be a good worker. Oh, and take good care of Daisy Sunflower. I know she could be a handful, especially with that name of hers, but I think you have what it takes to be with her. Ethan turns such a bright shade of red that I have to stifle my laughter. How interesting to see him flustered for once. Besides, it'll all be water under the bridge once you marry into our family.
Is there a Loathe Mary option?
I mean, the uncle was, like, thinking that he'd make a good mafia person.
Yeah.
That's why.
You know. Yeah, it's perfect, actually, because Ethan can be that guy who, like, doles out the pain with no remorse.
Yeah.
Stabs people with forks.
So he wants them in the family.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Mary?
Well, sure, you love my niece, don't you? Don't you?
Well, the word was loathe, actually, but...
And there's no problem. I'm sure my sister, that is Daisy Sunflower's mother, will like you too. In fact, we are looking at you outside the window as we speak.
That's not the issue here. I already knew that after she abducted me.
I can see Ethan slowly start to shake off the shackles of his past. I'm sure that we'll be able to face the future together, married or not.
Preferably not.
Ethan, take care of me forever, okay?
No.
Wait, we just finished the prologue?
From now on, the
Wait.
start button will take you to the real game.
What?
You didn't really think this was it, did you?